Hello people. uDemand is a real-time, collaborative learning platform for software development. It produces professionals that are self-sufficient and have the willpower to compete on global business networks. In this tutorial video we will take a deep look into Okta. Okta is an identity management platform that provides secure single sign-on, multi-factor authentication, and user identity management for web and mobile applications. It helps organizations manage and secure user access to cloud and on-premises applications and services. Here are the topics covered overall in this video series. Introduction, Contents. SSO and SAML Introduction. SAML Flows and OIN Introduction. OAuth Flows Types. Console Customization and Appearance. Lifecycle Management. Automations. Accounts in Okta and Groups. Application Integration Onboarding. Okta Admin Accounts. In order to learn more about emerging technologies, kindly give the channel a like, share and subscribe to it. Contact us for more details at sales@uDemand.org. Let's get started.
So I will start with an introduction about Octa today, and I will also cover what are all the content that we are going to deliver during this course of time. Okay. And after that, today we'll try to create an instance for Octa. Do you have any developer instance already with you? Do you have created anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay, so I will guide you with the creation of Octa developer instance today. So like in daily topics, right? I mean daily session, right? So I will be giving you few topics and few overview about the topics and demo sessions. So based on that, I will give you few labs. So that labs will be, it will not take more than 20 or 30 minutes to complete that. So that lab is more or less like what are all the topics that we have covered in the session, right? So I will give you those as a lab session. So you have to complete that, and you can, show me the next day once. I mean the next day. In first 5 or 10 minutes, we can take question and answers, and we can check this, the lab sessions, and we can go ahead with the next sessions.
Sure.
Okay. So. Yeah, okay. Let's start with the course content and the overview about Octa. So first, I will start with the overview of an Octa. So Octa is a tool that will be used for identity and access management. Specifically, it is for access management. Okay. So what is identity and access management is nothing but so let's say, for example, you are working in an organization. So in your organization, you will be having an unique identity information. So it can be your alphanumeric value, or it can be a numeric value. So based on your organization specification, each and every organization will have unique ID. That unique ID will be just for you. No one will share that ID. Okay. So that we will call it as identity information. Okay. So from that identity, there will be multiple informations aligned to it. Let's say, for example, with the help of that identity only, this is the team that she is part of. So all those informations will be tagged under your identity, right? So once we search your ID, then based on that ID only, we can able to get all those information, like your first name, last name, your location, your managers, all those information. So managing everything, like all this identity information, that's what we will call it as identity management. Okay. Let's say, for example, you want to change your first name or last name, like you are getting married, and most probably some people will do it. So they want to change their last name to their husband's name, so to their spouse name. So at that time, they need to update their last name. So what people will do is they will raise a request to identity management team to update their last name. Okay. At the same time, you are migrating from one location to another location. Let's say, for example, you are migrating from Pune location to Denver, or migrating from Pune to Chicago. So what the identity management team will do is they will update your location attribute. So based on the location attribute, all your access, everything will be changed. So managing these stuffs, we will that's where the identity management team will come into the picture. Okay, that is about identity management. Then let's talk about access management. So what is access management is nothing but managing your access inside your organization. Let's say, for example, in your organization, there will be some set of 500 plus applications available, okay, which you require 100 plus application access on a daily basis. Like you need 100 application access on a regular way. Maybe you can take your HR portal or your payslip portal or leave management system that you want to apply your leaves, everything. So those applications that you need permanently in your entire life cycle inside the organization. Let's say, for example, there are some set of applications that you required only for specific period, like 2 months or 5 months or 6 months. Let's say you are working on an implementation project. So for that implementation project, you will be working completely on 6 months. So for that 6 months of duration, you need specific access to some applications or to some servers. So managing these things, right? So managing your applications access and your level of access inside your organization, that's where this access management will come into the picture. Okay, any clarifications on this identity management and access management?
It's clear.
Okay, sure. So in access management, right? So there are some different divisions available. Okay, so in access management, let's say, for example, your application access needs to be managed. So it can be in terms of roles, it can be in terms of entitlement groups, it can be in terms of anything. Okay, managing your access, that will be the first part in access management. Okay, managing server access, application access, shared drive access, or folder access, box access. So these are the set of access that will be managed under the access management pillar. Okay, the second one is nothing but a single sign-on, SSO. Let's say, for example, in your organization, so you are using around 100 applications. So you are not using 100 user ID and 100 password for accessing all those 100 applications, right? You are using only one user ID and one password for accessing all those 100 applications. So how that is achieved? With the help of single sign-on. Okay, the term itself you can understand, single sign-on. With the help of single identity information, you are signing on to all the 100 applications. Okay, that's where this SSO will come into the picture. So under access management, these are the categorization. One will be managing your application access, what level of access you have, what specific privilege access you have into the servers or into the applications. That is access management, first pillar. Second pillar will be the SSO, single sign-on. Okay, as I said, with the help of your single identity information, you are going to access all the 100 applications. Okay, that's where the single sign-on will come into the picture. Any questions on this?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, now in market there are multiple tools available to manage this access management part and also the single sign-on part. Okay, so let's take an example. There are the multiple tools I said, right? So it is SailPoint. So SailPoint is a tool where you can manage your access, where you can restrict your user to access an application which he or she doesn't want to access. Okay, the second tool is Ping Federate, Ping Identity, Ping Federation tool, Ping Access tool. So basically Ping Vendor tool. Okay, so in Ping Vendor there are multiple tools available. So Ping Vendor is also another leading market a vendor that is available in the market. And the another one is Okta, which we are going to see right now. So Okta is also an identity and access management tool where you can manage your identity, you can manage your access both. Okay, and also the single sign-on. So it comes under the access management part. So identity management and access management, you can do both, you can manage both the things with the help of this Okta application. Okay,
so other applications that that Okta, the similar work with Okta, what are that?
Ping Vendor. Okay, and another one is ForgeRock, SailPoint, CS SiteMinder, and even you can take Microsoft Azure. So there are multiple like vendors available. I'm just saying only
these applications are also the same kind of the same like identity management and access management will work with other applications as the similar functionalities.
No. Let's take an example. I will tell you the comparison. So Okta, you can manage identity, you can manage access. Okay, Ping, you can manage only access, you cannot manage identity. If you want to manage identity, there is another tool called Ping Identity. you have to get that tool specifically. Okay, and if you take ForgeRock, right? So ForgeRock, it is specific to only access management. Under access management, it is SSO only. ForgeRock. Same thing for CA SiteMender. CA SiteMender, you can only manage single sign-on. So likewise, different applications are there. Different applications support different kinds of that pillar, access management and identity management pillar. So, but Okta will support everything other than privileged access management. Okta support both identity management and access management. Is it clear? Is that clear?
Clear.
Okay, fine. So, okay, so that is about identity management and access management, and where this Okta comes into the picture. Okay, and I will also show you a report, or the what to say, the latest available market report. Okay. Okay, so here, okay, let me show you in a different way. Okay, so here you can see, right? Yeah. So they have categorized. I mean, this. I will tell you what is this Gartner report. So Gartner report is nothing but like they are the statistics organization. What they will do is they will take statistics from the organizations, employees, contractors, marketplace available persons. They will take statistics from all those people and they will publish a report. Okay, that report will say what tool or what vendor is leading in market, and who will be challenging the market, and who will be they will be having a visionary in future, but right now they are in the lower level. So likewise, they will categorize in the way that it will be useful for the access management people. Okay, so all these things will be statistics will be taken from the persons who is working on access management. So I have been working with access management for more than 6 years. So I have given this what to say, I have done this report. I have contributed myself in this report. I said which is a better tool, the tool that I have worked which is a better one. Likewise, I have contributed myself also in this report statistics. Okay, so here you can see Okta is leading here. Okay, in the leaderboard, Okta is in the top, and other vendors like Microsoft, I said, right, Microsoft Azure, so they are also in the leaderboard. And Ping Identity, I said, right, Ping tool, there is another tool available, so which is a Ping tool, that is also in the leader. So all these 5 products are in the leaderboard. Okay, as per the status from as per the statistics from the Gartner report. Okay, so likewise, Okta is right now, Okta is in the leaderboard in terms of access management tool. Okay, in terms of access management tools supplying vendors, I'm saying. Okay, if you take Atho, right? So Atho, they are in visionaries, which means they have a better future, but right now they are in the lower like their names are not that much published, we can say. And I said CA SiteMinder, right? So which is managed by CA Technologies, which is maintained by CA Technologies. So that is also in the visionaries. So likewise, they have categorized in a way, and they have given this report for us. Each and every year they will run this report and they will share it publicly. And even 2021, Okta is in the leaderboard. So you can maybe search it in Gartner report for access management. You will get it for 2021. Okay, so this is what it says for 2021. Access management reviews for 2022. So you can see Okta is in the leaderboard, and next is Microsoft Azure Active Directory, and the third one is Ping. So likewise, like they will categorize in a way like which will be in the top, which will be in the next level. So I can say Okta is really performing well, and they are really doing a great job in terms of the company. So if you are also learning Okta and you are also in the limelight, you will get many opportunities. You will you will be getting more in terms of job, I'm saying, and also maybe in promotions, those kind of things, that you can make use of it. Okay. Any questions on this as of now?
Yeah, it's clear.
And okay, let's start about I will just guide you with the contents that we are going to cover in this training session. And it is not only just a few contents, like if you take example, right, universal directory. Under universal directory there will be multiple things, like how we under universal directory there are three topics, like how you can manage the user accounts, how you can manage the group informations, how you can manage profile attribute schema. So those things, like there will be multiple subtopics inside that main topics. So these are the main content that we are going to see. Inside that there will be subtopics. Okay, first thing is developer instance. So I will guide you, I will tell you like how we can create developer instance, and what are all the what are all the features that is available in developer instance, and what are all the things that you can able to achieve with the help of developer instance. I will tell you this developer instance is a 30 days trial free open source instance where you can register it and you can get it. Okay, after 30 days you can use it, of course, but the thing is there will be few restrictions, like you cannot manage more than 100 users, or you cannot manage more than 5 applications. So likewise there will be some limitations towards it. Okay, but for the 30-day period, first 30 days of period, you can use most of the features available that will be granted to the enterprise solutions. Okay, enterprise solutions in the sense the same as what you are seeing in your organizations. Okay, yes. So the second one is architecture. So Okta, let's take an example. There will be few applications which has been built in an architecture which cannot be modified. Okay, you cannot modify the architecture components here and there. But in terms of Okta architecture, right, there are many customization you can do. There are many things that you can modify based on your organization's requirement. Okay, I will say a few example, like because you are working currently in Okta, right? So what is happening, right, in your current organization you will be having Active Directory and you will be having Okta, and Okta has been integrated with multiple applications. That is what the current architecture that you have. Okay, I will tell you another architecture which doesn't have Active Directory, and Okta will be directly integrated with the HR systems. Okay, and there is another architecture where you can use Okta as a primary source and you can take Active Directory as a destination. Okay, whenever the user account is getting created in Okta, you can push those user accounts from Okta to AD, Active Directory. But currently you are using like Active Directory account information will be pushed to Okta. That's how we are managing right now. So you can able to modify your architecture based on your organization's structure. Okay, so it's like a hassle free architecture where you can change based on your requirement. There is no restriction that it should be like this, because many other applications, right, they will not allow you to change the architecture. Okay, the application component architecture. Okay, and the third one is administration. So in terms of admin, let's say for example you are an Okta L2 or L3 admin. Okay, what are all the things that you can do from Okta in terms of administration that we are going to cover? It starts from customizing the Okta page, customizing the end user page, customizing the email that will be sent to the end user. Okay, customizing the error page, or error screen. So those things, so all you can customize, that will come under administration. Okay, not only that, there are multiple things where you can manage how the identity information needs to be managed, how the group information needs to be managed, how the SSO applications needs and access, how the birth rate role can be provisioned. So all those will come under the administration. These are the things that basic L2 or L3 administrator for Okta will perform. Okay, so we'll cover those things on that. And the another thing is universal directory. So do you know about any idea about directory? Any directory like Active Directory, LDAP Directory, CA, Microsoft?
I know, like Active Directories.
Okay, so Active Directory, it's directory is nothing but an tree structured data store. Okay, where we can store our data or information in terms of tree structure, which means it starts from the root. Okay, it will divide a branch, and again from the branch one there will be multiple branch will split. So likewise it will grow like a tree mechanism. So why this tree mechanism is used, right? So let's say, for example, there will be another method where you can store your data. That is nothing but a table. Okay, whenever you are creating any database, any data store, right, you can save in format of table also. Let's say, for example, you have 10,000 users list, line 1, line 2, line 3, total 10,000 lines are there in a table. Okay, let's say, for example, you want to search a user or search a data that is available in the 8,000 line. Okay, how you can search is how the data search will go is, it will start from line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and it will go until you find the data. Okay, here you can see there are multiple checks and multiple searches are happening, which will take the system load. Okay, but in tree structure, if you know a little bit about where these accounts are sitting, let's say, for example, this account is sitting in this tree or in this branch, in this branch 10, what you can do is you can directly go to this branch 10 and you can search there and you can get those information. Okay, so that's what directory and table structure differ. So directory is nothing but a data store where you can store the data in terms of tree structure. Okay, so that we are going to see how that is managed in Octa, how that is maintained in Octa, what is the use of universal directory in Octa. Okay, there is a term called Octa universal directory in Octa. So we can see how we are going to manage that Octa universal directory, how we can manage the schema for that universal directory. Schema in the sense, let's say, for example, if you take one user ID, okay, that user ID will be having first name, last name, mobile number, location, manager attribute. Let's say, for example, you want to introduce a new attributes which will be applicable for all the users. Okay, a new attribute can be Aadhaar card number or PAN card number, whatever it is. You want your organization have a requirement like that. So how you can modify the schema according to it. Okay, how you can modify the existing without affecting any existing users list. How you can do that. So that will also come under the Octa Universal Directory. Okay, how we can see how we are going to manage it. Okay, and the next topic is lifecycle management in Octa. LCM is nothing but a lifecycle management. So lifecycle management of an user account is nothing but an movement of an account between destinations. Let's say, for example, you are joining an organization. Okay, what they will do first, they will create your account. Okay, your unique ID. So that account will be granted access to different set of applications, which we will call it as birth rate application. So that is one phase of your account. Okay, creation and granting access to the application that you require is the first phase of LCM, lifecycle management. Okay, now let's move on to the another second phase. So what is the second phase? It is nothing but a mover. Let's say, for example, right now you are working as an L2 admin in your team. Okay, you will be promoted to an L3 admin in next 1 or 2 years. What it will be, what they will do is they will promote your account to L3 account, right? So what that L3 account means is, it is nothing but an, you will be having some additional privileged access, additional access towards it, right? Because you cannot perform L3 activity with the help of L2 access that you have. L2 access will be limited, L3 access will be somewhat greater than L2, right? So there will be a difference. So this movement from one role to another role, that's what we will call it as mover. Okay, first one is joiner, that is the first phase. Once you join the organization, you will be granted access to all the application, your account will be created. That is the first phase. Second phase will be the mover, where you will be moving from one role to another role. Also, you can take an example of movement from one location to another location. You are moving from Mumbai or Chennai or Pune to Denver or in Chicago or Colorado, any other outside India network, outside India destination. So you're moving from one destination to another destination. So everything needs to be changed, because there will be some sort of rules that will be given. If you are sitting in India, there will be some sort of rules that needs to be followed whenever you are sitting in US or America's domain. So based on this, they will categorize. So this is an movement phase. Okay, your account will be moved from one phase to another phase, from joiner phase to moving phase. Okay, the final one is leaver phase. What is leaver phase? So whenever you are leaving the organization, you have decided to leave the organization, your account and your access will be restricted on the day when you are leaving the organization. Let's say, for example, your account has not been disabled, or your account has not been properly restricted for your access once you leave the organization. You may log into your account once you left the organization, and people can able to take the data, and there will be a data privacy issues will come in. So managing that lever, that is also an important phase in this life cycle management. Okay, so the final phase is lever, how you are going to manage the person who is leaving the organization. Okay, how we are going to manage the identity of that identity of that user who is leaving the organization. That is nothing but an LCM, how we are going to implement that in Okta. Okay, that we will cover in next topics. Any questions? Am I running any fast, anything?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, fine. So the next thing is application and user access management. So I said, right, so initially there will be some set of roles or some set of application access that you will be given to whenever you are joining any organization. So those are like leave management system, workday HR system, ServiceNow ticketing portal system. So those are the two. Those are some basic rules. Okay, basic applications that you will be getting access. Let's say you are joining a team. Okay, that team requires some set of additional access from your basic access. So how it can be managed from Okta. Okay, how it can be granted from Okta. So those things that we will see.
Okay.
And the next thing is application integration or onboarding. Each and every person will say different terms in terms of enabling single sign-on for external application. Someone will call application integration. Someone will call application onboarding. Okay, we will see how we can integrate or how you can onboard an application for single sign-on in Okta. Okay, I can show you a demo of any applications. I can take an example application. I'm going to integrate a single sign-on for that particular application, and I will show you a demo how that flows are working. Okay, that also I will show you. That will come under the application integration and onboarding. Okay, and the next thing is logging and monitoring. So identity and access management is right. So that is specifically more important in terms of audit. Okay, what is audit? Auditing, like what is auditing? Let's say, for example, in your organization there are some personal informations are available. Okay, PII data, they will say it as PII data, which means personal information data. Or let's say, for example, you are working for a banking project. Okay, so banking project which will contain some set of bank related details, some sensitive informations. Okay, so you cannot grant access to anyone for accessing those informations. Okay, there will be some set of restriction where what you need to follow to grant access to the users who is trying to access those data info, like sensitive information or confidential information. Okay, so what auditing will do is auditing will do a periodic check which user got access to this personal information or which users got that banking confidential information. They will do a periodic check, 6 months once or 3 months once. They will do a check how many users got access to that personal information or confidential information, when they got access. Okay, when their access got restricted, why it is restricted. Okay, based on what incident they got that access to the data. They will, auditing team will validate those informations. Okay, on a periodic manner. For validating, right, for the auditing team to validate those information, we are the one who will be giving the logs to them. Okay, logs in the sense when that user has been added to the let's say that application which contains the confidential data. Okay, and when that access has been restricted to him. Okay, when and all he accessed that application, the data. So all those things that we can track from our identity management system. Here we can take Octa as an example. So we are going to give those details to the auditing people. Okay, auditors basically. So that will come under identity and access management control also. Okay, so to do that we need logging. Okay, like how we can manage those data, how we can pull those reports, how we can categorize the report. Okay, that is nothing but a logging. And monitoring is nothing but an like application monitoring, whether this application is working fine, is there any downtime for this application, is there any issues that we are facing. So those things that we will cover, like how you can monitor application behavior or application performance. Okay, that will cover. And the another topic is multi-factor authentication. Do you have any idea about multi-factor authentication inside your organization?
Yeah, actually, Google Authenticator and Okta Verify. So
Yeah, exactly. So we can say we can configure how that MFA can behave, how that Okta Verify or Google Authenticator should behave. I will say you an example. Okay, if you are accessing any application which has been protected with Okta, right? Accessing from your company's provided laptop where you are connecting VPN, and if you access that application, those users will not be forced to do Okta Verify or Google Authenticator. Let's say, for example, I am accessing that application, particular application from my mobile or from my personal system, personal PC, personal laptop. Okay, what I will do, what system will do is system will automatically enforce me to do the multi-factor authentication. Like I should approve my request in Okta Verify or Google Authenticator. So here what it is happening, right? If someone externally coming and accessing their resource, they want to verify whether that's an authorized person or not. Of course, I'm logging in, but system doesn't know that, right? So system will enforce me to prove myself again. That is what multi-factor authentication will do us. So we can use different scenarios, different configuration to enforce this MFA for our organization. Okay, that we will see how we are going to enforce it based on what requirement to which users we need to enable this MFA. Like, on what periodic time or what periodic manner this MFA should be verified. Let's say, for example, each and every 1 hour or each and every 10 minutes or 15 minutes. So likewise, you can restrict, you can create a policy for that. Okay, that we will see how we are going to see that, how we are going to configure in Okta. Okay, the another one is policy configuration. Policy configuration is nothing but a policy to restrict or to manage our users identities. Let's say, for example, password policy, right? So password policy will require, like, minimum of 30 characters, sorry, minimum of 15 characters. There should be 2 special characters. There should be a capital letter. There should be a small combination of small and capital. The password that has been already updated should not be repeated for next 10 or 15 times. So those restrictions, right, how you can do is with the help of this policy configurations. Okay, you can create a policy. You can enforce your user saying that you should not use your password that you have used 2 times or 3 times before. So those things can be achieved with the help of policy. That I will show how you can create a policy in Okta and how you can manage those policies in Okta. Okay, the next one is Okta API. API is nothing but, I think I have explained in the introduction session. So Okta API, with the help of API, you can do all the activity that you are doing from admin console. Okay, so in admin console, you are creating user, you are creating a group, adding user to the group, removing user to the group, you are creating an SSO enablement for an application, you are downloading a logs, you are downloading a report. So all those stuffs you can do it from API. Okay, so I will tell you, I will guide you like few APIs. I will explain you what is how you can do those steps, like how you can get the data from Okta, how you can create user from Okta with the help of API. So those things I can help you and guide you, and also I can help you how to configure Okta API. Okay, that is also I can do it for you. So any questions, anything on this content?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Okay, then let's start with the introduction about Okta. It is nothing but an in terms of theoretical, it will say some information. So I will read that. So Okta is an on-demand identity and access management service that enables an enterprise to accelerate the secure adoption of web applications. So what it says is Okta is an on-demand identity service. Okay, identity and access management service. So this Okta, right, you don't need to install anything. Okay, you don't need to install the application in your application server or web server or in AWS server. You don't need to install anything. Okay, it is just like a cloud service. Do you have any idea about cloud service?
Yeah, this Amazon.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, what you can do is you can log into the portal and you can make use of the things that you require, and you can pay what you have used for what you have used. You haven't installed any server, you haven't hosted that service inside your server, you are not doing the patching activity for the server, you are not upgrading the server, you are not upgrading the applications, nothing. You are not doing anything. You are just logging into the console, you are make use of it, and you are paying for what you used. Like same thing for Okta. Okay, that's what they have mentioned. Okta is an on-demand identity service, identity and access management service. So based on your demand, they will give you a session Okta will give you a session. You can make use of it. You can pay what you have consumed or what you have, what you used. Okay. That's what this Okta's unique feature is all about. So let's say, for example, if you take Ping identity tool, right? Ping tool. So what you need to do is you need to install the Ping application in a server. It can be in cloud hosted server or it can be in data center hosted server. Okay, inside your organization, you need to install that Ping, and you need to make sure that that Ping service are not going down. The Ping service is always available, and the patching is happening on a frequent manner on that server, and you are upgrading the Ping version to different version. Let's say, for example, you are installing 10.5 Ping version. Okay, in near future, in 6 or 7 months, Ping will release a new feature. Okay, new version, which will be a 10.6 or 10.7. What you have to do, you have to upgrade your Ping version to 10.7 from 10.5. So during that upgradation, what will happen? There will be a downtime. There will be an user, user may lost their access. They cannot access Ping for some days, sometimes. So those things are happening, right, in the backend. If you access or you install that server manually in your data center or your cloud hosted servers. Okay, but in Okta, right, you don't need to worry about those things. Patching server, Okta will take care. Upgradation, the service, Okta service upgradation, they will take care. Availability, they will take care. Okay, everything will be taken care by Okta. The only thing is you need to manage your Okta instance. That's it. Okay, you don't need to worry about any other stuffs. Okay, with the help of Okta, you can able to protect your web applications, which is available both in cloud. Okay, let's say, for example, Workday, Zoom applications, right? So those applications are hosted in cloud, as same as Okta. Okay, you cannot install Zoom or you cannot install Workday inside your organization's data center server, right? So those are the cloud hosted service where you are going to consume it. So for those cloud hosted applications also, you can enable single sign-on. Okay, for those applications. And let's say, for example, there are some on-prem application. You can take on-prem applications like Oracle applications. If you're using any Oracle applications, that will be installed in your data center. Okay, we can enable single sign-on for those Oracle hosted applications also. Sorry, data center hosted applications also. So both cloud and on-prem hosted applications, you can enable single sign-on, and you can manage identity and access part for those applications. Okay, and Okta, we will call it as IDaaS solution. So right, there will be a different types of solution called IaaS, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and there is another one, I don't remember. So there are different service available in terms of cloud, right? So Okta is nothing but an IDaaS, which is identity as a solution, which means you are getting a solution as an identity, not as any other tool, not as any other platform, not as any other infrastructure. Okay, you are getting identity tool itself as a service. That's why we will call it as Okta as an IDaaS solution. Okay, this may be a question, this may be an important topic, important thing that you need to understand. Okta is nothing but an IDaaS solution. Okay, identity as a service solution. Okay, to access Okta, what you need? So to access Okta, you just need one username and password. That's it. You don't need any other information. You don't need any other configuration. So that username and password can be anything. It can be stored in Active Directory. It can be stored in some LDAP directory like Microsoft Directory or CA Directory or any directory that is available in the market. Or it can be also an Active Directory. Also, it can be just an Okta account. Okay, you don't need to, if you don't have any directory in your organization, you are just going to maintain only Okta accounts. So that is, for that also, you just need only user account and password. That's it. You don't need any other information to access Okta. With the help of those accounts, you can log in and you can control your organization's application for single sign-on. You can manage your identity. You can manage your access part inside your organization.
Sure.
Okay, is that clear? Okay. Now let's start with creating an free developer instance for Okta.
Okay.
So this is the URL that you need to access. Okay. I'll share you the URL. Okay, once you access this, you can see a button called sign up in the top right. So click sign up. you will be asked for some details. Like you can give your work email, you can give your first name, last name, country, and
with our work, okay. Can I give my personal ID, right?
yeah, you
Because
can. That is also possible. You can see continue with Google. This is something like, there will be not be an issue, but I'm just saying you can make use of your work email also. But now I will continue with my Google account.
yeah, let me continue with my
Yeah, sure.
personal. Business email is required.
That is not required. If you click sign in with Google, it will take you to the Google login page where we will be seeing all the configurations, everything under this. I will also tell you like how to manage this console. Okay, and if you click, there is a box, 4 box that is in the top right, top right, next to your name. I mean before to your name. Yeah. So if you click that, that is your the next thing is, so here you can see, right? So this is just a pictorial representation how Okta will looks like. Okay. So here you can see all your employees, all your partners, customers, contractors, everyone can able to access from anywhere. So you can see there is no restriction here. Okay. Of course, you can give a restriction, but there is an option also. You can allow all your contractors, employees from access from anywhere. Okay. And also you can control your device, organization's device. Let's say, for example, you have a restriction like only some set of application should be granted access whenever the user is accessing from their company's provided system. Okay, how you can manage that information, how you can manage that part, that also you can manage. Okay. And here you can see the Okta cloud will be integrated with different directories or different identity providers. For example, CA identity provider, IBM provider. Here you can see Microsoft AD, Active Directory one, and LDAP Oracle. So these are the set of directories where you can integrate with Okta, and you can manage those informations from this directory for the information that is managed.
I don't know whether it's right time because Active Directory and LDAP, I think what's the major difference of both LDAP and Active Directory?
Okay. So I will tell you. So Active Directory is nothing but an LDAP again. Okay. If you take Active Directory, right? Active Directory is not just about only user account and group account management information, right? There you cannot, you can only, it is not restricted. Active Directory is not restricted only to create your account, create your group, maintain your password. No, Active Directory is not restricted to it. You can create your systems, you can create your servers, you can create your virtual machines, you can create your network components. Let's say, for example, switches. You can create routers inside Active Directory. You can manage everything, like or whatever I'm saying, right? You can manage also. And let's say, for example, you can define a routing mechanism. Okay, you can define DNS. So all these things will be a combination of Active Directory. Active Directory is not just user account management and password management and access management. Okay, Active Directory is, it's like a large, vast sea. Okay, it have many components in it. But in terms of LDAP, right? LDAP or simple directory. Let's say, for example, Oracle directory here, or CA directory, or IBM directory. With the help of those directories, you can manage only user identities and group informations. You cannot manage any other stuffs. You cannot manage routers. You cannot manage virtual machines. You cannot manage computers. No, you cannot do it. You cannot manage those stuffs in any external directory. But Active Directory, you can do a combination of everything. So that is the only difference. Other than that, in terms of this LDAP, right? So this user and access management, right? Both are same. Okay, both Active Directory and LDAP directory are same. Only Active Directory will have additional feature towards it. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
So here you can see the right side of that, right? So you can see cloud application. So, Salesforce is a cloud application, Workday is a cloud application, Box is also a cloud application. So all these cloud applications you can manage for all these people and with the identity information that is available in the on-prem identity, you can manage for those applications. Also the on-prem applications, let's say for example you have some Oracle application installed inside your organization, inside your on-premise, inside your data center, so you can manage single sign-on for those applications also. Okay, that is also possible. And also an additional feature is you can manage mobile applications also. Let's say for example Box application, you can install Box mobile application in your Android device, iOS device. Okay, so how that can be managed, how that can be restricted, or how that can be make it in a secured way. So that's where this Octa will come into the picture. You can manage that apps also. You can manage a Box app, you can manage Workday app, you can manage Salesforce app, which is installed in your personal device or your company's device, mobile phone device I'm saying. Okay, so those also you can manage it from here. Any questions, any doubts on this? It is just an overview. We will deep dive in next thing, sessions. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to the next slide. So this is nothing but a slide that defines what Octa developer instance gives you. Okay, so I think we have covered first three lines. Octa provides 30 days of free trial instance for you. You can create an account or a developer instance with the help of your email, organization's email, or your personal Gmail ID also. That is possible. Okay, and this is the URL that I have already shared you, developer.octa.com. So with that you can this developer.octa.com, right? That is not only used just for creating a developer instance. You can able to create your own coding kind of thing. Let's say for example you are creating some application for you. Okay, that will be used with Octa. You can post it there, you can share it with them, or you want some kind of application or coding that is available predefined already in this developer portal. You can download it and make use of it. So developer portal is nothing but a portal that will be used by all the developers. So they will share informations there, they will post informations there, they will ask questions, they will get it rectified. So it's like an open forum. Okay, that's a forum that will be used by the all Octa admins. So whenever you are started working on it, you will see that portal for sure. If you search something in Google, so you will be routed to this developer.octa.com portal for sure. So that is about the developer.octa.com. And let's talk about the features that is available in Octa. Okay, so I said, right, so the performance and the availability for the Octa Octa application will be taken care by the Octa itself. Okay, which means Octa will not go down at any instance. Octa application will not go down at any time. Any let's say for example in your organization there may be a downtime whenever you are installing new feature, or you are doing patching activity, or you are upgrading your server, or you are upgrading your version of that ping identity tool. Okay, during that time there will be a downtime. Okay, but Octa doesn't give such kind of downtime. That's why they have mentioned like 99.99% of availability. Okay, only 0.01% downtime which can be there. Okay, it is not like it will be there, it can be there. Okay, that is the difference. I will show you check the status, or how to check the Octa status. Okay, if you go to this dashboard, right, you can see, if you scroll down, you can see a link status.
Okay,
no, just a second. I don't know why I'm not getting this link. Okay, let me show you here. You can go to Google directly. Okay, type Octa status, and if you click the status.octa.com, you can see the status of the Octa that is available currently. Okay, so this is it's not like specific to you, it is not specific to your instance. Okay, it is common to all the Octa what to say teams, or all the Octa organizations, whoever is using Octa. Okay, customers, basically Octa customers. So here you can see there are different services inside Octa. You can see Octa service is the major one. Inside that you can see core platform, access gateways there, API services there, MFA services there, single sign-on services are there. So individually they will also mention like whether it is an operation, whether it is running right now. So here they will say the overall status. Okay. And the latest updated time is 10:51 p.m. Pacific time, I guess. Yeah, PDT is nothing but a Pacific time. So likewise, they will give you the detailed information. Okay. And here you can see, right? You can see the date wise downtime or operational kind of thing. So if you see this cross anywhere in this line, okay, that's where this service disruption happen, and that's where Okta may down during that time. Also, I will tell you, it's not like the service disruption will happen to all this service at a single time. Okay, there may be a downtime just for MFA. There may be a disruption just for MFA. That time they will mark this green tick as red tick. I mean a red cross, and here they will say it as service disruption, like that. Okay. Let's say, for example, the entire Okta service itself is down. Our entire Octa service itself is not working. That time they will mark this as a red, and they will mark this as a service disruption status. Okay, and you can see the past 30 days status for your Octa service. Okay, like as you can see everything. So this is how you can verify the status, and as per the Octa's confirmation, right? So surety, right? They are saying the availability will be 99.99%. Same thing they have given for the developer instance also. Okay. Let's say, for example, some organization, right? They have given like 80% availability for developer instance, 99.99% availability for enterprise instance. Enterprise in the sense, let's say your organization's Octa. Okay, we are connected with developer instance. Organizations will connect with some more, like they will pay more, right? They will charge. They will be paying more to Octa. So they will be expecting some additional, care on that, additional care for that. So few applications, what they will do is, for developer instance, they will give only 80% availability. All the remaining availability will be given to the enterprise edition. But Okta doesn't do that. Okay, they will not do that. They will always give preference to both the peoples. It's like equal. Okay, of course we are getting it for free, but they are in the thought like, okay, both are same, both are in the same level. Okay, so that's why they are giving 99.99% availability for developer accounts also, developer instance also. Okay, and with the help of developer instance, until 15,000 users, active users, you can maintain in Okta. Okay, let's say, for example, you are running a small company inside, like on your own. Okay, you are managing that company. That company have nearly 100 people working for you. Okay, what you can do is, you can get this developer instance for free, or some additional amount, like let's say, for example, $5 per week, or at $15, $50 per week. Likewise, they will charge in a minimum amount. Okay, for that you can pay, and you can manage your organization's application, and you can manage all those 100 users inside your organization with the help of this low level of instance also, which you can make use of developer instance. Okay, so likewise they are giving up to 15,000 users you can manage for the 30 days of period of time. So you have to make it clear that first 30 days, okay, you can manage this 15,000 users. From the next 31st day, you have either the count will be reduced. You can manage, let's say, for example, only 1,000 users, or you need to pay a subscription. Okay, likewise it will be changed. So based on your requirement, you can select whichever it is required. Okay, and so you can make use of authentication, authorization, user access management, user identity management, everything in developer instance. Okay, there will be no restriction on that. And also you can customize the sign-in widget in the sense, like how the end user will see the Okta, how the end user will let's say, for example, in your organization, all the applications that you have, right, that will be having your organization logo or your organization's background picture, right? So likewise, you can customize it for your own organization however you want, whatever the way you want. Okay, you can change the color, you can change the background picture, you can change the logo, you can change the display message, error message, everything you can do. Okay, those are customizable. And the next thing is MFA. So as I said, we are going to cover about MFA also. So they have given an opportunity, they have given an option to configure MFA for open source available MFA tools. So which you said right, Google Authenticator is there, Okta Verify is there. So these are the open source multi-factor authentication tools available. Okay, there will be some paid tools, for example, YubiKey. Okay, for getting YubiKey, you need to pay some amount to YubiKey company. okay, to RSA token. So you need to pay some additional amount to RSA. That also you can configure in Octa. Okay, Octa have given both the features, whether either you can use of the open source available, or you can make use of the paid subscription MFA also. Okay, that you can make use of it based on your requirement.
Okay.
And the next one is community support. So what is community support? So let's say, for example, you having some issues, okay, and you don't know how to do that, or you don't know how to perform this activity. What you can do, you can directly raise a case with Okta, okay, and you can give the priority. Let's say priority 1, 2, 3, 4. Priority 1 is nothing but an high priority which has been affecting the organization, entire organization. Priority 2, it's like, affecting partial users. Priority 3 is like, only less than 100 people got affected. Priority 4 is nothing but a knowledge gathering. Like, I don't know what is this, I want to understand. So you can raise a priority 4 case. So based on the priority that you are raising, right, they will get in touch with you, they will contact you, and they will get the issues that or queries that you have clarified from the Okta support team. Okay, so they are giving that kind of community support also. Okay, at the same time, you can make use of some open source article website for Okta, where you can search whatever you want. Okay, let's say, for example, you don't know how to create user, you can search in the Google saying that create user in Okta. There will be an KB article where you can get downloaded, and you can see how user account can be created. Okay, likewise, there are 3 different KB articles also available, and community support, in the sense like customer support, is also available. Okay, both the things you can make use of it, whatever if it is required for you. Like how Okta is charging. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here you can see, right? So for single sign-on, let's say, for example, you have 5,000 users in your organization, okay, and you have 10 applications, okay. All those 5,000 users will be accessing those 10 applications. So totally, how they will charge is, for one user, they will charge $2 per month. Okay, if you have 1,000 users, you have to pay $2,000 per month, just for accessing single sign-on, I'm saying. Okay.
Okay.
And this is adaptive SSO is nothing but an like it's an what to say, a next level of instance. Okay, like a developer instance there, enterprise instance is there, some additional instance are there, so that will be charged $5 per month. Okay, same thing for multi-factor authentication. If you're using multi-factor authentication for your organization, okay, you have to pay $3 per month for one user. Okay, as I said, there are already 1,000 users, right? So you need to pay $9,000 just for using MFA. Okay, multi-factor authentication. If you're going for an enterprise one, I'm saying. Okay, actually this is specific to enterprise, and then additional level of access towards it. Okay.
Okay.
And universal directory. Let's say, for example, you are all those 1,000 users are maintained in Okta, right? Maintained in Okta directory. So those 1,000 users, you have to pay additionally $2.
Okay.
Okay, so $1,000 $2,000. So likewise, it will go for each and everything. Let's say, for example, API access, right? You have integrated 10 APIs with your organization. So for each and every API, you have to pay $2.
Okay.
Okay, so likewise, pricing will be calculated on their, they have a pricing system, they have a pricing mechanism on their own. So they will give you the bill, they will charge you, they will send you the bill based on your usage, based on your your convenience for your organization. Okay, and also they will give some threshold also. Let's say, for example, right, I'm saying 1,000 users. Let's say in your organization there are 1 lakh users. Okay, the threshold will be 1 lakh users. If it cross more than 1 lakh, okay, this $2 may go higher price. Like it may go to $3 for one user. Okay, they will be having a threshold of 20%, which means they are defining 1 lakh as a, they are giving 1 lakh as an restricted one, right? You can cross 1,20,000 users. You can maintain until 1,20,000 users. Until 1,20,000 users, you will not be charged higher price. Let's say, for example, you have 1,25,000 users. What it will do is the pricing will be increased to $3 or $4 based on the specifications. So based on the threshold, the amount, the pricing will be increased. Okay, so basically organization will make sure the threshold should not be crossed at any time. So that is another thing that you need to keep in mind. Yeah. So you have your developer instance created. So let's start from tomorrow from architecture. I will start with the architecture and the list of features available in Okta. Okay.